Born and Gun in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, bigger news coming up your way. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang faces a problem over his potential departure from Arsenal this summer. FIFA are set to push back the transfer window following their decision to let the domestic leagues go on indefinitely, and it looks like the 30-year-old hitman has just 1 year left on his contract, and there have been suggestions he wants out. But he would be convinced to stay if Mikel Arteta's side qualify for the Champions League. But he could most probably go to either Barcelona or Paris Saint-Germain, who look to replace their front strikers. Moving on, well, Manchester United legend Dimitar Berbatov believes Liverpool should be handed the Premier League title after their brainstorming season. He says, people are suggesting to give the title to Liverpool, and honestly, they deserve it. The way they had been playing, nobody was going to catch them. With the way they play their games, the football they produce, and how far they are in front, they fully deserve the title this season. It's so strange, and it will be unfair on them if the season is voided. They will be so disappointed. Arsenal target Kaglar Soyuncu has ruled out a move away from Leicester this summer. He says, I don't think it would be right to go somewhere right now. I'm having a good season. Above all, I still have a lot to learn. Harry Maguire is the most expensive defender in the world, and your team does not buy another because it trusts you. You play instead of someone who transferred for £80 million. We're going well now, but the important thing is to keep going. I played 30 matches, but it's important to increase this to three-digit numbers. It is very important to be at the same level throughout your career. Rightfully said. But moving on, a new app is being pitched to the Premier League, which would ensure only fans who have tested negative for COVID-19 or have immunity can go to the games. Well, also the proposed plan for its use in sport is to allow only people who have tested negative or have antibodies to buy tickets for games. Fans would have to validate their health passport at point of purchase and also have their app scanned by stadium security, ensuring everyone inside the ground is free of the virus. Moving on, well, here's the biggest part. Arsenal are reportedly considering a summer move for Bayern Munich midfielder Corentin Tolisso. Well, it looks like he has fallen out of favor since Hansi Flick took charge in November. He is expected to cost around £23 million, and that is cheap. Moving on, Ian Wright reckons Jose Mourinho's Chelsea team in the 2014-15 season could have rivaled Arsenal's Invincibles. He says, when I watch the Chelsea team, especially of Mourinho's second tenure there, I believe that was the best football I've seen for many years, rivaling the Invincibles of Arsenal. Moving on, Arsenal have reportedly joined Manchester United and Barcelona in the race for highly rated Real Madrid youngster Cesar Galabert. The 19-year-old Spanish attacking midfielder could make a shocking exit this summer after failing to agree a new Santiago Bernabeu contract, and it looks like he has played 13 times for Real Madrid Castilla B team this season. It looks like Arsenal have been keeping tabs on him as well. Moving on, Arsenal are one of the seven clubs who are fighting for the signature of Ashraf Hakimi. The Moroccan fullback, 21 years of age, has spent the last two seasons at Borussia Dortmund on loan from Real Madrid. But the problem is that even Real Madrid want him to play for them. But moving on, the Premier League captains have brokered a deal worth £4 million to fund the NHS. The 20 club skippers have completed 4 days of talks to rubber stamp the groundbreaking plan during the coronavirus crisis. Especially Liverpool's Jordan Henderson and Harry Maguire have worked closely on the deal, while Mark Noble of West Ham and Watford's Troy Deeney will also help administer the scheme. The cash boost from the players has been done independently from both the PFA and the Premier League. Well, talking about Achraf Hakimi, where it looks like Zinedine Zidane prepares for talks with Hakimi over a permanent return to the Bernabeu. He's now under huge pressure because there are seven clubs behind to sign Hakimi, but Hakimi has told Zidane that he will not return to Madrid if he only will be playing second fiddle to Dani Carvajal, according to certain reports that's actually going on. Hakimi's contract right now runs until June 2022, containing a release clause of £50 million. Well, Mikel Arteta has plugged his players into a GPS network to spy on their fitness levels during the coronavirus lockdown, where it looks like, having already used GPS vests in the normal training, the Gunners are now wearing trackers to monitor their individual regimes at home. It means Arsenal's fitness department can analyze the results as players try to maintain as much sharpness as possible. Defenders Siad Kolasinac and David Luiz are among many Gunners who pretty much have home gyms. But moving on, Accrington Stanley owner Andy Holt has warned thousands of players are at risk of being out of work due to COVID-19. He says Holtz actually fears that coronavirus will mean games being played in front of the crowds. He says players are the biggest expenditure, and it's obvious that they are going to take a lot of pain. At the end of the season, nobody will be offering contracts to players. Anything to do will be offering contracts not as generous as the ones in the past. Literally, thousands of players are not going to have contracts. I know people are arguing that we should pay 100% of contracts, but if there's no cash, they won't be getting paid at all. So these are the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. You will get all the news and views and everything about Arsenal for sure. Follow me on my Instagram and Twitter account. You can follow the description box for the links of those social media accounts. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers.